roster. Sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing.
Right, a first down and more.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guy.
Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be brought down right at the 4. Big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. On the move to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Gain an advantage, but they didn't bite at all on that one. Saw it the whole way and did a nice job getting him on the ground before he could get rid of the football.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Out of the gun, Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A run with Jacobs there on 1st down, but he'll manage only a yard or 2 at best. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Gano's kick is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Fields' throw there, complete to Mooney. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
One more time with Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they've put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joseph Osai. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff.
Left side to Lamb.
But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Off play action, Fields.
This will be caught by his big wide receiver.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 27. 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Anthony Harris on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On fourth down, Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. From the gun, Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down now, it's Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they'll indeed take a knee.